Guys, thank you so much for continuing Travel Exclusive Week. We're on day number 5. I'm MetaHuman Dave.
Mike Jest.
Mike Just. We are Brolic Whiskey. And Mike, I hope I saved the best for last.
High hopes.
Anyone who watches this channel knows I love Laphroaig.
I'm a fan.
This is a travel retail exclusive. Let's say it. Thank you, Johnny Brolic. Mrs. Brolic.
Yeah, let's thank Mrs.
For,
Brolic. Let's thank Mrs. Brolic.
for hooking us up with the Laphroaig PX cask.
All right, let's try this.
So we are the first review channel to ever give you a score 3 different ways. First, we're going to review this neat, then with a couple of drops of water, and then in a rocks glass over ice. There's Mike's. This one's for me. And Mike,
Beautiful.
while you look at the beautiful color,
That's beautiful.
I will say this. I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, maybe Jonathan just really doesn't like sherry whiskeys, and that's why he keeps donating sherry whiskeys. In this case, that's not true. This is one of Jonathan's favorite scotches. He was just cool enough to hook us up because he almost drank the whole thing. He hooked us up with this because his wife just picked him up another 3 bottles of this.
He has a slight crush. It's a man crush. It smells.
Oh
fantastic.
my God!
Oh my God!
That is good! Holy crap!
Oh man.
That is so Laphroaig.
Oh yeah, it's just.
It's got so much smoke.
It's that wonderful, like that campfire, that barbecue smell. It's just wonderful.
Campfire barbecue, but the
Yeah.
PX comes out a little bit too, so you really do smell a little of that sweetness
It
from
is.
it. PX sherry is the sweeter of the sherries that you'll see in whiskey. So Oloroso might be a little more dry, while PX is more sweet. So this one, Mike, another reason why I'm excited, I'm like trying to hold off because I'm hoping it lives up to the hype I gave in my head. This is triple matured. First in American oak, ex-bourbon oak, like almost all scotches are done. But then it's also in quarter cask. You and I love Laphroaig quarter cask, which is why I'm like crossing my fingers that I really like it. The third way is clearly the PX sherry cask. So it's triple matured. Will it live up to the mental hype I gave this?
Yeah, I think it might be suffering from my anxiousness to try this. Look, it's fantastic. It is fantastic, and I'm trying to be fair and not grade it on hype. I do love that smokiness. I do get some kind of Band-Aid in the background, a little bit. Love the texture of it.
Yes.
It has a nice creaminess to it, a little thickness to it. It feels like it just settles on your tongue really nicely, and it gives you a flavor burst has a strong duration. It has a nice length of all that flavor. It just stays there, and it's wonderful. The negative is it's a little bit on the alcohol-y side to me. That's about all I can give.
Well, it is 48% ABV, so it is up there. It's up there.
It's up there, but it just has a beautiful taste. It just has that little bit too much of the alcohol taste for me. But it's wonderful. God, that's good.
It's really, really good. So first of all, this is sold in a full liter size instead of 750.
That's a good
And
bottle.
it's sold retail travel exclusive. This is where I don't know the pricing. A couple of things I looked at said that it retails for $90. At $90, hell yes, buy the shit out of it at $90. But then a website I was on, they said that it was retailing at $180. If it's $180, my opinion flips big time. $90 or $180, I'm going to say buy all day long at $90. Avoid at all possible scenarios at $180. Reason being, I like this a lot. I really, really do.
It is.
I don't get any of the PX sweetness that I thought I would get out of this. So I would say it's definitely worth picking up at $90. But if it's $180, get Laphroaig quarter cask.
Yeah, I think quarter cask.
Laphroaig quarter cask, depending on what site you're on, you're going to find it $48 to $65. 750 mil. So again, it's going to be a little bit smaller bottle, but still, dollar for dollar,
I think quarter cask would be
quarter
just fine.
cask is a winner. But I like this a lot. I'm going to jump the gun. My score is a solid 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7.5. I'm gonna go 7.5, and I'm just knocking it. Again, you know, I'm young in the game, so not a big fan of that alcohol.
So that was our neat score. We always review it 3 ways. So the second way is going to be with 2 drops of water at 48%. This one can definitely afford being diluted a little bit. So we'll see. Does it pull out any of that sweetness that I, in my brain, expected out of this PX? Because what I feel is it just toned down some of the peatiness that was in the quarter cask. But I'm not finding those sweet notes that you expect from a PX.
I really wanted it, and with the drops, it kind of took everything good out of it. It diluted it enough to where there's really not much there for me. Texture-wise, it's different. It doesn't have that creaminess to it. It feels a little more liquidy, which affects the duration to me. Doesn't seem like it sits on the tongue as much.
I am agreement with you 100% on this one so far. It really took away the long, clingy finish that I love about peated whiskeys like Lafroig and Ardbeg and stuff.
Agreed.
It kind of, the water doesn't seem to do it justice. I'm going to give it one more sip to see if I can find some better notes out of it to give it a fair score.
I'm going to go with, I'm going to take that score down to a 5. So for me, like, again, took the texture away. Like I said, took the clinginess away. The smoke flavor has been reduced significantly.
I'm with you.
The alcohol has been bumped up. Everything wrong for my tasting palate.
I think we're both in agreement here in the sense of avoid it diluted. Don't put that little spoonful of water or a couple of drops of water like some people like to do with their whiskeys.
So,
I'm going to give it a 5.2. Drink it neat. So far, Mike, I don't think there's been a single peated whiskey that you and I have liked over
we'd have
rocks.
to go back and look. I don't think there is.
I'd have to go through. I have a spreadsheet of every score we've ever done. I don't recall us ever liking anything over rocks, but keeping the format, we're gonna try it. I definitely want to make sure there's enough to not only go into our infinity bottle, but for me to enjoy neat again, because I want my brain to remember this on a high note. So I want to try this again neat. So third and final way, on ice.
Oh,
Please hit that little bell icon. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get notified of our videos. I'll leave a little description link somewhere in the video to where we reviewed the Lafroig quarter cask, since this is probably what's most similar to this one. So click up here somewhere. But
well, it's interesting. So taking a quick sniff, I get something light, something almost vanilla-y when I take a quick whiff of it.
okay.
If I take a little bit longer sniff of it, it's not there. But if I take a quick whiff of it, it feels like it smells like something a little bit of a vanilla ice cream.
Ooh.
It's weird. It's weird. Wow. I'm gonna have to walk away from that one.
Wow, that is bad.
Yeah, that's let's take it down to a 2. That's real simple to call. Not completely undrinkable, but a definite letdown. Absolute neat. That's all you need to know. Skip the ice, skip the water. Don't waste your time or money on that. Drink it straight out of the bottle. How about you?
Had to take a second sip because I can't believe I hated it that much the first time.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward for me. It was too much alcohol for me. Not enough of the smokiness. Not enough of everything in that's
I
good.
love Lafroig, but I don't know why it just does not work in ice. I have to do it. It is the worst I can possibly give. This is a 1 for me.
Wow.
I don't know. I feel bad that I wasted that much whiskey It's not enjoyable whatsoever.
I think your score's based a lot on the fact that you respect Lafroig so much.
No, when I taste something, I try to eliminate any type of preconceived notions whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I go simply off what my taste buds are tasting, and I almost dry heaved the first time I sipped it. That tells me it's bad. So then I was like, all right, maybe something's just off. Let me take a second sip. So I gave it a fair shot. That second sip, it's still fucking horrible. It is gross. Don't do this shit on ice. I don't know what happens to peated whiskey. Peated whiskey should not be on ice. At least in my opinion, I have yet to find a whiskey that's even drinkable on ice when it's peated. So, drink peated whiskey's neat. That's just the bottom line.
Ready for the outro?
Well,
Oh, wait, before we do that, we got any comments? I love the comments. Give me some comments. We got one? You got emotional about that, Dave.
dude, it's gross, man.
It's
I
gross.
seriously, I hated, like, that's bad. How much I can love it neat, but what ice does to it is sad. Sean Tanaka asks, do you guys ever get wasted after filming?
No.
I tell them all. Try to tell
No.
people all the time. We don't drink to get drunk.
No.
We drink to review the whiskey. We sip the whiskey. We try to enjoy it. And what you see on the video, that's the amount of whiskey we drink. We're not taking shots after the camera
No.
stops recording. So what you see is what you get. You'll never see us purposely get drunk.
This is basically what you see me drink for the week. Every once in a while, I'll go out on another night and have a drink with a friend. But other than that, this is my drinking for the week.
So what you see is what you get. We drink simply to enjoy the whiskey, not for the end result of trying to get drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that. That's why I love the questions. I love the comments. We've been razzed. We've been
hated.
We've been trolled. We've been stalked. It's been great. I love it. I love
So
it.
I thought I was going to go out on a high note with Lafroig PX. So thank you again for everyone who took this journey with us for Travel Exclusive Week. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. We'll continually give you honest reviews for this average Joe. We are not going to give you over-the-top tasting notes that you have to be a sommelier to even understand. We're going to keep it simple, keep it for you guys, and continue loving what we do.
Yeah. And we're still two dudes getting emotional over Lafroig.
Lafroig!
It was very emotional. It was very emotional this time around. Chopstick.